Hey students, I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. This is the final video in Trading 101. Got my notepad here. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is we've gone through timeframes, introduction to the top-down analysis. We've gone through technical analysis, mixed it with some fundamental analysis, macroeconomic analysis. We've covered the basics of pips, trade examples. We've gone through Forex Focus, the pyramid of success in this market. And this video, I'm not going to bore you for too long. However, I just want to make a few points clear. So, number one, routine. Everybody has a different life, different lifestyle, different commitments, family commitments. Some people may not be working at the moment, trading Forex or learning Forex. When I first started off, I basically refused to work. I had jobs here and there, but I was kind of going along a breaking point, putting all my energy and effort into the markets. Now, there's pros and cons to that because me personally, it was do or die. I'm going to do this until I succeed, and it was quite a painful journey, to be honest. Lots of ups and downs. For the first year and a half, maybe 2 years, a lot of downtimes, a lot of losses. There was points where I thought, okay, I've cracked it now, boom, on top of the world. A week later, I was back down in the gutter. So the aim of this course and the aim of you choosing Astro FX is to more or less learn from mine and Nat's mistakes, to fast track yourself years ahead, save you a lot of money, and all in all, you know, some students have even gone from 0 to providing a brilliant before and after analysis, understanding the market and much, much more, and actually making profit and pips and so forth in around 6 to 9 months. Some can do it sooner, some may take a little longer due to the commitments. So as I say, my personal journey, I didn't really have many responsibilities back then. However, that's not the same for everybody. Me now, a lot's changed. I run my own house, you know, cars, all the bills, shopping, looking after my family. I've got a son, trying to manage not just Astro FX, but a few other side businesses and stuff I've got going on, and keep my health balanced overall as well. So, you know, it is kind of tricky. I'm not so much learning the market anymore. I'm more or less trading, and still I am human, and you can master your emotions, don't get me wrong, but you're always going to fall into small emotional traps here and there. And me, I'm a little bit of an extreme person. I've got an extreme personality. So I always like to watch charts, watch the trades maybe play out, and I kind of get sucked into my own world at times and forget about what's going on around me. That's just me. Whereas other people, they may be able to set the trade, okay, maybe just do the analysis, go to work, take care of other commitments, and then come back to that trade to see, yes, okay, cool, I've took some wins or I've took a loss on this trade. And they may be a little bit better in terms of their self-discipline, because I'm not the most disciplined person out there. So your routine is going to come down to your character and your personality. I've already gone through a baseline of we don't need to keep our eye on all of these different fundamentals apart from the major news events, i.e. we can lock in our trades. All of this is going to come very, very shortly in the other sections. But one thing is for certain, you need to lock down your routine. You need to lock down your currency pairs. You need to lock down your watch list. This is just the book. I've got a little bit of a book script going on for all of these videos. In the next section, I'm going to go into the chart setup, you know, getting your routine in place, getting your currency pairs in place, and so on. But what I'm trying to express here is everybody's different. Take your time. You do not need to rush. All of the information is here, and once you have your chart set up, all your key levels on there, you're looking at the strategies, you can find your certain periods throughout the day where you can divert most of your attention to the charts, i.e. is it going to be before work, maybe in a London session, 6 or 7 in the morning? Is it maybe going to be on a lunch break, 12, 1 in the afternoon? Maybe you don't have a job, maybe you work night shifts, everybody's different. But one thing I will say is lock down your currency pairs. I do suggest sticking with me on the 5 that I look at and the 5 that I trade, maybe gold as well. For anybody who's relatively new to the market, I don't really recommend going into gold as of yet, just stay calm on that one. But yeah, so lock down your currency pairs, lock down your trading routine, Keep an eye on the fundamentals every single day, and the best experience you're going to get with the fundamentals and the macroeconomic calendar is noting it down for the week ahead, getting used to the times in which certain currencies will react to the macroeconomics, like the GBP USD is always in the London session, USD later on in the day, half one, half three, etc. And just really getting into grips with all of this and programming all of this new information into your mind. Your mind is very, very powerful. You can program it with new information as long as you repeat, repeat, repeat. The moment you begin to slack and waver off a little bit, the harder it is to get back into the market. But it also comes down to your dedication. We're all raised from different backgrounds. Some are very, very clued up on money. Others aren't very clued up on money. I was unfortunate I wasn't taught anything about money. I made many, many mistakes along the way, and I had to learn the hard way. And, I had a personal trait where money, I'll just get it, splash it, get it, splash it, get it, splash it, because I never really knew how to invest my money and make my money grow for myself. And there was always a sense of urgency of, okay, I have to, get this right in a week, have to get this right in 2 weeks, have to do as many trades as possible, have to do huge lot sizes. Guys, listen, take it from me. This was 5-6 years ago, going on 7 years now. You do not need to rush in this market. Just get your routine in order. And last thing I will say there is the daily candlestick closes, this is very important, daily candlestick closes 10 p.m. GMT, okay, London time. So each and every day, you've got the trading view set up now. You're going to have all of the information when you finish this course, especially all of the online material. But always check the daily candlestick at 10:30, 11 p.m, okay? Start of a new week, I always wait till Monday morning. I don't place any trades Sunday night. The spreads widen once more. It's a mess, okay? Let the market find its feet again. So look at the market Monday, 11:12 GMT in the afternoon, in the morning/afternoon. And every single day, check the markets 10:30. So you've got your 5 individual currency pairs per se, and you can see what formations we're seeing. Have we hit resistance, hit support? Can I see any kind of momentum coming? Any key levels breaking? Any of the strategies lining up for me? Why? Because then the London session, around 7, 8 in the morning perhaps, that's when you can maybe expect movement for that pair. So you will have to just hand select the best 1 or 2 setups for the day ahead. And then you can go to sleep, you've done your analysis, you've wrote it down on your notepad, you may have done some screenshots on your computer, and you are ready for the next day. So you have an idea as soon as you wake up, okay, I'm looking at Aussie today, I'm looking at Euro today, I know there's a potential move coming here and here, I know what news is coming out here, I know what news is coming out there, I know how many pips I'm going for, I know my analysis, I know my setups, I live my currency pairs day in, day out, and that's what you've got to do, guys. Anything else I need to talk about on here? Trading routines, sessions, styles of trading. Just quickly, you're going to find your own style. I personally suggest it's all time frame dependent. We don't really want to execute on the monthly and the weekly charts. We use that as data. We bring that data down to the smaller time frames. The daily time frame, 4 hour, 2 hour, and 1 hour. There's your selection to enter on. Daily is great. You're not going to find too many on the daily though. But 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. I would try to stick with a 4 hour and a 2 hour. Some 4 hour time frame setups, some daily setups, may last a few days. So you can place a trade and you may only sometimes, depending on the target, depending on the amount that currency has to run, or it's got a potential to run, you can in fact maybe let this trade run out a week. Say to yourself, okay, if this trade brings me potential of 150 pips, and it takes me a week, for instance, that's great. If this trade may last 2 weeks and it might bring me 250, 300, that's a rough estimate average of 100, 150 pips a week. Remember, we don't want to get caught up into the mind telling us that, okay, I have to make these pips today. Remember, it's weekly basis, 2 week basis, monthly basis, 6 month basis. Get the pips, as I've already mentioned, pips, percentage, the money's going to follow afterwards. So I do not recommend sitting there all day, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. The time frames that we're going to be analysing from and the methods in this course That isn't us. We're not really scalpers. We want solid setups, knowing exactly why we're getting in and out of the trade. And I've done around 10, a minimum of 10 befores and afters at the end. So you can go in and see some trades that I've done. I'm going to be adding onto that maybe a couple times a month. But you can get an idea and a gist of, okay, why I'm looking at this market from top to bottom, how many pips I'm looking to maybe gain from this, and how long it's going to take. So again, don't rush, guys. A couple trades a week is brilliant. Some students do 8 a month, 10 a month. Some have gone a bit overboard. 30 a month is a little bit too much. We really don't need to do that, because sometimes if we bring our trades down and we take pride in the quality rather than the quantity, your results are going to improve overall. Last but not least, banks direction. I think Nat is going to go through on some of the other videos the market participants and so on. I'll cover it when I'm going through the charts, but just remember, guys, retail traders are the small fries at the bottom. In the next section, you're going to learn about brokers, why we want to stay away from MetaTrader and keep our charts and our brokers separate. And I'm also going to go into more about how the banks work later on, the manipulation points, the daily highs, daily lows, how they really use the news and so forth. So more or less, we need a mindset of the big guys, the banks. They look at the bigger time frames down, get the overall momentum. They play around on the smaller time frames, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes even the hourly, you can spot this. So we want to have the same mindset of these people. This took me around 2 years to even comprehend before I had any structure to anything I was doing. So bigger time frames, think about the news. We don't want to get caught up in everyone else, and less is more in this market. Believe me, less is more. So I hope you enjoyed Trading 101 firstly, and yeah, we're on to some great content going forward. So enjoy the rest of the course. Thank you.